And we are live for the after show of the first ever episode of The Powers That Be. Again, some technical difficulties. We'll get through those for the next one. But we wanted to go around. We do want to do stars and wishes here because that's something that I've picked up from other games that I really, really enjoy. So we will start with Julie. Stars and wishes, please.
So for me, it is a toss-up between ECAT and Magda with describing your characters. And I mean, Trevor and Ray, you guys were amazing too. But just the visualization of, this, poor little goth chick, who's already cold and making herself colder. And, and Magda, the fun of, just trying to get your grading done and, and just being frazzled because of, university life is just hysterical. And they both just gave me a great laugh. Thank you very much for that. Wishes, that's something that I'm going to have to think about. It's a little too soon, for me to be able to kind of, figure out what Pa needs.
Okay. Let's throw it over to Magda. What were your stars and wishes?
Stars, I loved seeing everybody's abilities and like that was just really exciting. And so my wish is to start to find my own and see what like how I can use all of this frustration and all of this knowledge and all of this put it to good use. I'm
so busy, I'm so far behind, I'm going to go build something.
Exactly. Yeah, and whoever these people that we just found outside of the bar, that's good. That's also going to be really interesting to see where they take us.
Okay. Ray, let's go to you.
Lots of stars. Yeah, ECAT, very impressive character. Getting into it, giving me what for. You're the winner in best daughter impersonation because, damn.
I gotta say, your daughter, your real daughter, was a bit of an inspiration for this character.
Oh boy.
Doesn't quite have his daughter's mouth, but
yeah.
Well, we are streaming, and so I'm trying to keep profanity to a minimum. Even though my first instinct is to curse like a sailor.
Well, yeah. And then Trevor, seeing you unshackled by GM duties.
Yes.
I'll for the cameras. Holy crap. Oh my God. Patrick, very nice initial setup. It flowed really well. So I'm looking forward to your deviousness applied to everybody else.
Just wait for it.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping I got a whole bunch of ones out of the way right now because. Wishes. I also want to learn my character better, and it's like just some things I didn't think about because literally, like, this is the second character that I've really played up, and this kind of game with you people and Trevor and Patrick, because of the recent history with Gods of the Fallen and everything, realized like I got some backstory, and Patrick can tell you. Patrick can bring up what I've shared with him that'll come up later. but like I forgot about my own look, and just kind of, you know, this is just as much acting as it is using the stats and using the things and putting those puzzle pieces together. So I'm looking forward to finding my voice, my how to play this character. And also I will say, technically, given given the movement, and this is directed at the game map scenario, given the numbers and the movement, understanding the effort that needs to be put into it, still, it was a little bit difficult to keep track of, not seeing where our characters were, or maybe having the hooligans numbered, or seeing movement. So like, you know, that whenever we throw one of them, now those two are over here and these are over, and like just sort of keeping track. And so it just, that would be, of course, ideally for the characters, it would be nice so I can sort of put myself in the room and say, okay, I just saw this happen. The two hooligans were over there, and I see that this window's over here. So it makes sense for me, given distance and range, that I just turn and cold cog, because I understand like how the blocking is going, in order to enhance the action of the story, make it believable, make it very, very visual, very vibrant. So
there are tools to help with that. So
good. Like that, and that makes me feel more comfortable, because then I can play it up. I know what I can enhance or decide to go sideways on it or something, and it's believable to you. And I guess if there are people out there in TV land, which I might be, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but I'm just gonna stop right there. Thank you very much. Hi.
Well, this will be both the actual session and this will be going up publicly on YouTube within the next few days. Hopefully the first session won't be bad, but like I said, we'll get that worked out. Anyway, ECAT, stars and wishes.
Stars is totally Drea improvising a flaming bar stool. That's not something I would have totally thought of. And then turning it into a makeshift battering ram. Tink has got me going there. Loved it. I got to agree with Gen X about the whole having more visual on the map to be able to see where I am in relation to things would be helpful. Other than that, I've established a pretty good backstory that Patrick knows about. So interested to see how we were able to incorporate it into the story as we go along.
Yeah. So for me, my stars, I will again echo everyone. Magda, the noxious flaming stool. I'm going to use that somewhere, because that was freaking awesome. Also, I will give a star to Patrick for just kind of immediately bringing us into the action, because honestly, if we'd gone through a big long introduction scene, we probably never would have gotten to the combat, because we would have all just sat there and talked the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, that's the balance of the game is going to be what it's going to be. But I liked how we were just immediately thrown into it. I will give a star out, especially to ECAT and Magda, because you guys are new to the system, and just kind of jumping in with both feet. And it felt like you had the confidence to trust that the system would be there to pick up whatever you wanted to do. And as kind of the veteran of the system, that's part of my job, is to kind of help you through that. As far as wishes go, I would like to see, because Patrick, I know you have this cooked up. I just don't know how it's going to be. But I know at some point, like, all of our backstories are going to end up intermeshing, and making like the one big backdrop for the series. And I am so looking forward to that, because these characters are all so unique and so quirky. That in as much as they have quirks, not as much as they're but to see how these characters are all going to weave together into the story, I'm so looking forward to that. And finally, Patrick, your stars and wishes.
All right. So stars, as has been mentioned, the one is the backgrounds that you've all come up with. I have a lot to work with, which is excellent. So just need to hammer out a couple details on a couple folks, and especially with getting the character arc put together for Tink, which will likely involve grading and finding funding, which will be absolutely hilarious. Just wait for it. So I thought that was very good, and I also very much liked how everybody was getting into figuring out who their character is and how they operate. Everyone's a little different from each other, and as we move on, your backstories will be revealed to each other and will be, of course, part of the plot, which I'm very much enjoying. How things are being put together. I hope in ways you are not expecting them, which is going to be a lot of the fun with that for me. As far as wishes go, one odd one, which I think as your characters continue on, this will become more important if you decide to take on the roles of heroes or actual villains. Either way, this is an important thing, that monologuing is the thing. So if you think up any good catchphrases over the next few weeks, or clever things you will say to a person who's about to get the snot kicked out of them by you and your friends, by all means, write it down, keep it in your pocket for future use, because being able to walk into a room full of miscreants and just say something utterly obnoxious to all of them. And it can be anywhere from Spider-Man being snarky to, like a Magneto, all incredibly serious thing about what I'm about to do. All of them are good, but monologuing definitely helps. So I greatly appreciated how everyone played, though. It went very, very well. I very much like the playing with the story element of the system through your actions, because that's the important thing for me, because I've played so many games where it was just numbers and crunching stuff and all of that. And I've done that. I've gotten bored with it. And storytelling, on the other hand, allows you to do things like set a bar stool on fire and cause problems that may or may not show up again later in the story. You never know.
Whoops.
Yeah, I will say I do have at least one what I think is a pretty good line. I won't spoil it for now, but all I will ask, Magda, please keep the Molotov cocktails stocked. That's all I'm asking.
It's a very
right.
easy theme to keep for me.
Okay, so it's probably a little early in the campaign to start doing theory crafting, but I'm hoping that maybe we can get to that a little bit further down the line. Again, thank you guys for agreeing to come on this journey. There's going to be bumps, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and hopefully the people watching this, will have a lot of fun too. So thank you all for coming on this journey with us as well. I think we're going to wrap this up. Again, thank you guys for attending the premiere. Next time, I hope we'll actually have sound the whole way through. Realized that about half an hour in. So anyway, this has been the Vitruvian Meeple, the premiere episode of The Powers That Be. So have a good night. Talk to everyone later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Right.